Hello, people of YouTube, 'tis I once more, the Crimson Assassin, here today to give you guys another anime movie review for Anime Movie Month. So, people of YouTube, I make it my obligation to review at least one Studio Ghibli film during Anime Movie Month. And I thought, what could have been a perfect Studio Ghibli film? Personally, one that I had not seen, and I just randomly thought, you know what? I heard so things about When Marnie Was Here, so I thought to myself, well sure, why not? Let's go check this anime out. So today, people of YouTube, we're gonna obviously review the anime film by Studio Ghibli, When Marnie Was Here. So let's begin the review, shall we? So When Marnie Was Here follows Anna, who's not your typical average high schooler. She has some really bad asthma, and the doctor recommended her her mother to send her away to like the countryside with breath fresh air, and where the environment is nice and friendly and what have you. She goes to this countryside, who lived with her aunt and uncle, when all of a sudden she notices there's this mysterious house viewed by across the lake, and you can easily go there in low tide. Needless to say, she was very interested in this house, and when she finally goes to this house, she notices that there's this mysterious girl, named Marnie. And from then, these two characters meet, interact, bond, form a relationship, and you pretty much see their developing relationship, as well as the trials and tribulations Anna faces throughout the film. And that's pretty much all I could really say without pretty much spoiling the film itself. So this film was made by Studio Ghibli before they went on this major, huge hiatus back in 2014. This was like their last hurrah, and a good way to sign off Studio Ghibli for now, obviously. Needless to say, honestly, I didn't hear about this film at all. In fact, I didn't know this film exists until when the Black Critic guy did Studio Ghibli Month and he reviewed the anime. And reviewed the anime film. And I thought to myself, well, you know what? I personally have never seen When Marnie Was There. So, I said Marnie Was Here, but it's Marnie Was There. I'm sorry. I've never seen it. I'm interested in it. It sounds like a pretty good anime film just to watch. Why the freak not? So, I went into this anime with a pretty open mind. I didn't have no expectation. I just wanted to see a good Studio Ghibli film. This film, people of YouTube, I gotta say, it was pretty good. Not the best, but really good. Obvious and the most pointless thing out of the way, the animation done by Studio Ghibli, fucking gorgeous. Moving on. You don't. That's it. That's all you need to know. The animation's good. To the art, to the visuals, to the character designs, to everything. Mwah, fucking gold, 10 out of 10, best anime looking, looks gorgeous. Moving on. I like the various themes that the anime film actually tries to tell you about anxiety, about being lonely, about insecurities, and about all the various things. I definitely like the approach to the story of the anime, and I like the story of the anime a lot. Very basic, but also it gets you entranced, and you really want to know about, Marnie and Anna's relationship, and where does it tie, where does it lie. And I actually really enjoyed the relationship between Anna and Marnie. They were the strongest relationship in the film. I do definitely like it. They were much interesting characters. I especially like Marnie, as I felt like I really liked her determined attitude, I guess I would say, regarding the character. She's definitely very fascinating and very interesting, and you definitely want to learn more about her. And then the main character, Anna, I related to Anna in a lot of scenes. I felt for this character a lot. This character goes through a lot of trials and tribulations, and she tries to almost kind of piece together like the mystery behind Marnie and her time in this countryside and whatever. Like, it really gets you hooked, and I definitely liked Anna's character. I thought she was handled really good. And especially the relationship between Anna and Marnie. They were great. So. We'll get into that in a little bit. The story, the story is really good. The characters, they're also really good. I especially, besides the two obvious I did also already mention, the two other characters I actually really liked was actually the aunt and uncle of the anime. I liked them. I really liked them a lot. They were very positive, happy-go-lucky. They always went to Anna's side when she needs them. And I did, all in all, really enjoy them. They were actually nice characters. And I felt like they were really good kind of mentor kind of characters to Anna. And I definitely about their relationship. My only issue is that they always bring up their daughter, one of their daughters. And I only felt like they could have explored more about like who's his daughter, who she is. But mind you, it's only an hour and 40 minutes long. So I guess I get it, but I still would like to know what really was about their daughter and what was really about them. But for what we got, for what the story had to offer, they were solid. I actually liked them a lot. Those are the only really other two characters I actually really liked. What else I liked about the film? Besides the overall theme of the story, and besides some of the characters I actually really enjoyed, that's pretty much it. I did really like the film a lot. However, there are a few issues that I found with them. The first and biggest issue being that the story gets kind of jumbled, especially towards the later half of the film. What I mean by that is that, there were a bunch of, reveals at the third part of the film, which I first thought was actually, wow. I actually thought, that's pretty, uncalled for. I was like, whoa, mindfuck. That ending, caught me off guard, and that huge reveal at the end. Yeah, I thought, wow, that's actually, wow. But then I got thinking, but wait. Nani? It didn't really make sense why this reveal happened. First off, because there's no real, hint that this was going on, that this was happening. And the fact that these characters and their relationship honestly really did feel like some kind of touchy-feely romance. And that's obviously kind of the relationship between Marnie and Anna. The fact that, they're pretty borderline lesbian relationship, which I have nothing against lesbian relationship. I'm all for it. And when I was first watching the film, I thought, wow, okay, neat, a Studio Ghibli film that has a lesbian main couple. I thought, wow, that's actually really cool. But then that reveal towards the end kind of killed it for me, and I was like, wait, what? Nani? I wasn't sold. I wasn't bought by that. It was a good reveal, but in the contents of the story, it didn't really make much sense. Not at all. What I also didn't like about the film was that apparently that they didn't really utilize all the characters in the film. You had this one character who had he's very quiet. He has this boat. He's always very quiet. He never talks, and I forgot his name. And he lets Anna ride on his boat all the time. And I thought, maybe they could have explored his relationship with Anna, what it was like, and but they didn't really touch that. And I thought, I wish that was explored more. Another character I actually didn't really feel like she should have been in the anime was this really fat student council girl or whatever. I don't even know if I can remember her. She was pointless. She served nothing to the overall story of the anime, and I felt like if she was removed, nothing would happen, nothing would change. It'll be the same exact thing. That's pretty much, I would say, all my problems when Marnie was here. Overall, I thought it was a really solid film. Not the best Studio Ghibli film, but a really good one at that. And if you have not seen the anime, sure, go check it out. I recommend it. It's a really, really cute, solid film. But you're kind of going to get a little weirded out by that kind of like the ending and the reveals and stuff. He really tried to pay attention to the clues and the hints of the story. But all in all, I really did like when Marnie was here. It was a really solid Studio Ghibli film, and it definitely gets at least a 7.5 out of 10 from this guy. And that's pretty much it, people of YouTube. I had nothing pretty much else to say in regards to when Marnie was here. And I would like to know if you guys seen when Marnie was here. Did you really like it? Did you hate it? Tell me all about it. Leave a comment. Why the hell not? And that's gonna wrap this video up, people of YouTube. I would like to say quickly before this video ends, please hurry up and ask your questions and post your questions on that 30-second video that I made. You know, what questions I'm going to ask. Links will be in the description of the video. And until then, people of YouTube, tis I once more, the Crimson Assassin, saying, peace, YouTube. Oh, by the way, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Bye, you people.